Oh my god, your head is way bigger than mine. And your eyes. Jesus Christ, they're big. But your eyelashes are... Get away, you butterflies. Love you.
Stop it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I only have lipstick on because I bite my lips and they're like really ugly, and I thought that the lipstick would camouflage that, but I think you can kind of see it, so where was I going with this? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I love. Today I'm gonna be reading some of your scary stories that you've sent me, and I'm just like, oh, if I gotta read this and be terrified, you guys gotta hear these stories, okay? So let's get started. By the way, I know it's not Halloween anymore, but like these spiders have become a part of my family, okay? I can't get rid of them now. What do you think? What should I do? Should I keep them? Should I take them out? What do I do? Okay guys, this first story is from Alexa Doll. Okay, I always have been very afraid to tell this, but here it goes. When I was little, I would be extremely afraid of passing in front of my bedroom because every time I passed, I would see a man sitting in the corner of my bed when the lights were off, so I would always see a shadow with a tuxedo and a hat, similar to this. I never saw the face, but when I was in my bed, the paintings would fall off the walls and I closed the doors and they would come back open. Also, I felt hands touching my body and choking me a lot of the nights. When I would wake up, I listened to people whispering and sometimes I had weird scratching in my body. And that is why I'm so afraid of the dark till this day, and I'm 23. I replied to her and I was like, the amount of stories that I've received where some of you guys say that you see like a man with a hat, like there has to be something to that, right? Should I Google it? Let's Google it right now. Maybe I shouldn't have looked it up. Okay, I'm just gonna read what I found on this website because the story matches. Okay, anyways, it's called The Top Hat Man. The Top Hat Man. The Top Hat Man? Did I just say it 3 times? Is it like Beetlejuice? I don't want it to come here. Oh my god, I'm scared. The Top Hat Man. The Top Hat Man is a shadow person or a demon depending on your source that has been reported all over the world. The entity is usually described as a tall shadow man dressed in a long black trench coat and wearing a white brim hat, that or a fedora. He is distinctively male, and witnesses say that he has no face or a shadow blurred face. Most shadow entities are usually seen for a moment or two before disappearing, but the Hat Man seems to be different, often staying for a prolonged period of time, and sometimes he even touches, chokes, or assaults his victims. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna scare the person who just shared the story with me. Should I add this or no? I'm scared.
I mean, it has the scariness and the thing, you know?
Yeah, but it's also like not funny if it's actually happening to you.
Yeah.
Another aspect of the Hat Man that is eerie and more sinister than other shadow people is that the Top Hat Man is often associated with hostile environments, aggression, and is sometimes an indicator of something evil will happen. I should stop, right? I'm gonna stop. To the person who shared their story, if you want to know what this link is, just message me. I'm sorry. Am I scaring you more? Oh my god. Okay guys, this next story is from Shut Up Jazz. One time I was home alone. I was about 13 years old and obviously didn't believe in ghosts due to the I'm not like other girls phase that I had at the time. I was home alone because my parents were working till 2 a.m. and I didn't know what to do, so I just went to sleep and gave up on waiting for them. I was sleeping next to the wall and I was on my side, so I didn't see behind me. Just going to say that I had a big bed at the time, so there was still a lot of space next to me. I could feel the tiredness get over me and my eyes slowly closing when I suddenly felt some pressure on the bed. Something was behind me. I got so scared. My door was locked and I didn't hear it open, but I swear I could feel someone breathing next to me. I was paralyzed and too scared to turn around. Some minutes later, the pressure disappeared and I didn't feel nor hear the breathing anymore. But after that experience, I started to believe in ghosts. Oh my god. Okay, this next story is from Alicia Grubio? Alicia Grubio. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but also I just remembered what this story was, and oh boy. Okay. I would stay with my grandma for the summer, and I've always felt an uneasy feeling being in that house. I've had numerous paranormal experiences there, but this one really scared me so bad that it was my last time ever going back. One night, my grandma told me she was going to take a shower and told me to get in bed and she would come turn off my light and tuck me in once she was out of the shower. I was laying in bed and about 2 minutes later, I see my grandma walk by my room and open the front door. She looked directly at me with the most sinister smile and black eyes and told me, "Come with me, let's go," in a very ugly voice that didn't sound like her. She then walked out the door and I could see her waiting for me. I thought it was odd at first, but I was getting out of my bed to put my shoes on to go with her. A few seconds later, my grandma comes out of the restroom and asked me who I was talking to. She started getting after me for leaving the front door wide open at night. I was so confused about the whole situation and told her what had happened, and she told me that she was in the restroom taking a shower the whole time. Whatever I saw wasn't my grandma and it haunted me for years. Yeah, no, oh my god, like, imagine that happening to you and then you like questioning probably every time your grandma comes and you're like, is it her, is it not her, or like anybody in your family. Oh my god, I'd be terrified. Yeah, that's scary. Okay guys, this next story is from my newest best friend in the world. Biggest_Daddy Oreo 909. I was in my room, my door is right next to the stairs, and I hear and see a little girl with black hair. I said, okay, that was probably my sister. Not even 2 seconds later, I see my stepdad and sister walk in the same direction, which is impossible because I would have seen her twin and my sister has brown hair. When I was 10 and 11, we just moved into a new house. My sister was in her talking stage, and one night we were upstairs. She was in the other room and I heard her crying. I got up and picked her up. She pointed in the closet and said, "Monster, monster." I didn't think much of it. We were at the stairs and I've seen a girl with black hair run past the doorway. Oh my god. There was this mirror and I saw it was me and my sister, and our eyes were black, and a random cat that was walking with us. At the time, we didn't have one. I got scared and ran away. We still live in that house. Oh god, no. Okay, this next story is from Monica Rivera, and guys, I have done so many stories from her. The fact that she still has more stories is like, oh my god, like the things this girl has been through. So it says here, it's been a while since I shared a story with you, so here's a short one. I was cleaning my closet and both of my kids were asleep. I look back and my son, who just turned 3, is standing in the closet doorway. That on its own freaked me out, so naturally I jump and say, "Baby, what are you doing out of bed?" He says, "Mommy, you papa was talking to me." I told him, "You mean your papa? You had a dream about papa?" He says, "No, mommy, your papa." My papa has been dead for nearly 4 years. So I'm like, okay, baby, what did mama's papa tell you? And he went on, but I couldn't understand him much. All I understood was that my papa told him to tell me to get something, but he was pointing up. I couldn't understand what he was telling me to get. Like, I would be thinking about that forever, because it is kind of scary, but like also, what was her dad telling her to get? I will forever be questioning this now. Like, what is it? Okay, guys, this next story is from, I believe it's Huerta_Daisy. This story takes place in Mexico. I went on vacation with my family and some of my cousins, and we were in my grandma's house. When one of my cousins was telling us a story, when my grandma used to live there before we brought her back with us, He said that one night she woke up to a loud noise, and when she checked, she saw a vase fell off the shelf and broke. So she went to get a broom, but when she came back, the vase was back on the shelf with no harm. And he also said that it was my grandpa playing a trick on her. My grandpa passed away. And as he was telling the story, the room got a little warmer, and from that day on, I was always scared of that specific room in her house. Oh my god. Imagine it was him just like messing with you guys to scare you. It's kind of funny, but also like, to any of my dead relatives, you do not need to play tricks on me, okay? Thanks. Okay guys, this next story is from Sammy. One night, I was in my room on my phone laying down. The lights were off in my room. It was about 4 in the morning. I heard somebody coming up my stairs and I was confused because everybody was asleep. I called my brother and asked him if he heard that, and he said no. He didn't believe me the next day. Me and my other brother was downstairs. We were the only ones downstairs. That's when he went to check. He came back running to me saying that there was some man standing by the door, and he was just standing there. Then we ran upstairs. None of my brothers and sisters believe us, but our mom. The next day, my brother went downstairs to lock the door, but he came back crying, saying that he saw the hole in a white dress in the corner of the door rocking and crying, and he also said she had black hair and she looked young. Ever since then, I have been scared. Oh my god. Okay guys, this next story, I'm not sure how to pronounce your username, but it's elusive by heart KMG. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. Really big fan of your videos. Sorry. I have a story for you. I used to live with my family in a small farmhouse in Kentucky, and when I was younger, me, my sister, and my mom all got a really bad cold at the time. When I was asleep, I heard my door open and a female voice said, "Do you need anything?" I looked at the doorway and saw a shadow of a woman with long hair, and my sister has long hair, and as do I at the time. So I thought it was just her, and I said, "No, but thank you." Then I heard my door close and I fell back to sleep. 20 minutes later, both my sister and my mom come into my room with the most horrifying expression, asking me, "Did you just come into our rooms asking if we need anything?" With fear in my voice, I said, "No." Turns out, a ghost that was haunting our house checked on every one of us, asking the same question. We found out a few years later that the house next to it was a very old war hospital. Oh my god. Okay guys, this next story is from Del Vintner. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. Here is a story. Oh my god, my neck just like popped. Anyways, here's a story. I used to have an imaginary friend that was very mean, named Layla. She would not let me sleep at night, and she would scratch me everywhere, and it still happens. I always have scratches on my body, but we had a priest over to pray for us. We found out that the imaginary friend was a person who got killed by one of my family members, so that is why he gets revenge on my family. Okay guys, this next story is from Villain Deku. About last year, I remember sleeping by the window, but one night I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw a little figure by my window. I put on my blanket because my heart was racing. When I went to go see if I can sleep in my mom's room, she let me, and the next day I went to look outside. I saw some fingerprints. To this day, I still have no idea who or what was by my window, and now I refuse to even take a nap by the window and have to sleep on my brother's bed. I just realized that I have two stories by Del Vintner. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have a scary story. One day, me and my family moved to an old house that was like 100 years old, and the house used to be a graveyard, so that means dead bodies lived under the ground. One day, my little sister said, "Look, brother, there's a little girl tied up by the fan." I was so scared, and ever since then, we heard screaming, and we see footsteps that had red on them. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll try to answer them. That is terrifying. No wonder you have like stories. No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay guys, this next story is from Scar. Hi Letty, I have a story. So when I was 3, we moved into an old house. As soon as we had unpacked, I would just sit in the middle of the floor in my living room with the lights off. I said there was 2 kids called Emily and Giggy. My mom just thought I had imaginary friends, so she thought nothing of it. My sister would get freaked out because I would talk to them, but I thought they were real. I would have a conversation with them. This went on for years. My sister was looking at information about the past of our house. Emily and Gigi were kids from the Victorian times that died in the house when they were young. My sister didn't tell me until a few weeks ago. It stopped when I was 8 because they told me that they have to go for a few years, but they will be back soon when I was 10. I saw 2 kids, a boy and a girl. I thought it was just a dream, but it was not. To this day, I still see them when I am upset. I think my dad sent them because I was not the happiest child, and my dad died when I was 1 year old. Oh my god. Wow. I don't even know what to say because it's like, okay, maybe he did send them, but also what if he didn't? I'd be cautious maybe, but at least you're not scared of them. Like, I don't think they, like, the way you wrote the story doesn't make it seem like you're scared of them. I think your sister maybe was scared of them, but not you, so that may be a good sign. Okay guys, this next story is from Gamer Girl 2008. That is the year I graduated high school. I'm old. When I was 5 or so, I saw a shadow in my room and sometimes grabbed my fold and I pulled away. When I was about 8 or almost 9, I had a dream where my cousin got cancer on Christmas, and we got the call on Christmas saying he had cancer, and the day before he died, I saw him in a dream saying not to cry tomorrow. The next day he died. When I got a dream the next year, same thing, just with my grandma, same thing happened. When I tell people this, they think I'm not telling the truth until today. Last Friday in math class, me and my teacher and friend heard a voice. And I heard it too, and saw a shadow. Today the same things happened, just everyone heard it and 3 people, and I saw the shadow. I always said I could feel a ghost present and would see them. They did not believe me, but now they do. My TikTok is gamer_artist, in case you need it. I'm almost 13 now, so I've been dealing with this for a long time, and I'm used to it. I love your videos, might be spelling mistakes, sorry. You're fine. Wow, maybe like you have a gift and you might not have explored it fully yet. That's crazy, but it's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Okay guys, that is the end of my video. I think some people were asking me to read stories from that specific book, the 101 True Terrifying Scary Stories, and I will be doing that tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I can put out 2 videos by Monday, so hopefully you guys can have those and watch them and enjoy them. And thank you so much for watching my videos. You guys are awesome, and I just realized that I gained another 1,000 followers on YouTube, so I think I have 9,000 followers now, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. I had to check, and yes, I have 9,000 followers. I don't even know when that happened. That's crazy. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So be on the lookout for that other video. I think I'm gonna be reading like 8 or 9 stories, so it could be a little longer, so you guys can work, do whatever you want, and listen to the scary stories. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Bye.